So the quest not turning in was a bug. All right. Okay, we're watching a standard play, by the way. I'm not playing. I don't have access to the test if you're just tuning in. I'm not gonna insult him. They're focused on fixing the game. They don't like. There's no way I'm gonna get access. He meant he turned it in. Yeah. Do part of the quest and then sign out and see if your quests say. So I'm gonna list the positives right now. I think the animations look good. I think the design looks fairly good. I think the UI looks good. I think the inventory, I'm hoping that's placeholder. But it all could be good. I'm not sure about the little loot box with it being limited spaces and stuff. Negatives, chat, I'm going to just speedrun them. I don't think this combat will hold up in future. Like when they start adding more stuff and with loads of people in one room, I don't think this system will hold up. I don't like the fact that mobs still just stand still. They have absolutely no soul. They don't try to move. They just stand dead still, frozen like a rabbit. When loads of people are in one room, it starts to pull people everywhere, and it looks horrible and does not work. Honestly, that's pretty much it in terms of like negativity. Obviously, lackluster content. You can't really idle the game at all. That's bullshit. All of the bugs. It's a tech demo. Can't be too harsh, right? Hey! And I guess another thing to add to the good thing is quest progression sees to stay, which is just a W. They reset, and when the server comes back on, I had 2 drops. Ah. But yeah. The whole menu and stuff, it does look better. This, like, whole loot inventory, it would be fine. But I can see that it's just going to be a way to monetize the game even more. Like, oh, you've got 20 items. Time to spend more money. I'm not going to be too harsh, because the reality is, if I start being really harsh, chat, everyone's going to turn around and go, well, it's just a tech demo. And all I can say to that is, if you blindly follow Ardix Entertainment everywhere and you just want to say it's just a tech demo, it's a tech demo that has probably been in the works for 9 years. And if it hasn't been in the works for 9 years, it should have been in the works for 9 years. So they are very, very far behind on the development of this game. I think they are adding a lot of things that people don't want into the game. I think a lot of it is completely unnecessary. And I think it's all being drawn out. But from how it looks, it's somewhat nicer than AQW, but I don't know if it will hold up due to the way the combat works. I said bacon, Wayne. In the polls. Sometimes when you... Yeah, a lot of these bugs and stuff, it's just because it's a tech demo. I have to, like... Everything I'm going to base it off is it going to work? Is it going to stay working? Is it going to be good? Yeah. Everything's subject to change, but I can only go on what's in the game. Like, before everyone starts attacking me about opinions, but everything is subject to change and it can change, I can only give opinions based on what I see, and that's what I'm basing them on, what I can see. I think this is horrible. It's 2024. Why are we going with standards, like, stay still mobs? Why are we doing that? You know, do you get what I mean? Like, they are only limited by themselves. Yeah, at least they do the same turning. They are only limited by themselves. They want to create a more interactive game. They need to give stuff a soul. The mobs move on your screen. You mean like slide? Do you have animations on? Yeah, but Sai, they're not restricted by a browser game. I have seen a browser game that literally plays incredibly well. You would not believe it's a browser game. The point is, this is no longer in a browser as well. It's now inside Unity. Meaning they're no longer restricted by Flash. They're no longer restricted by old code. Because they're trying to remake the game from ground up. So I just think that for how long they've had and what they're doing, they definitely should stop being, like, they need to stop being restricted. They're putting... what's a way to say it? They're essentially putting barriers in front of themselves that aren't there to begin with. Like, they're the ones creating the barrier. Like, in the patch notes, they said, removing auto attack gives us an extra skill spot. Add more skill spots. You're not restricted on the number 5 or 6. If you're restricted on having 5 to 6 skills, that's your problem and your coding, because you shouldn't be that restricted. That's the reality of it. So it seems nearly every issue they have is caused by themselves. Near enough. In Unity, they shouldn't be this restrictive. Porting everything over is probably the hardest thing I can imagine they're doing, but even then, you can make a tool to do it for you. And I imagine animations might be a problem. So, needing to be a 15th upholder is a bummer, or they change. No, you have to be a 15th upholder, Angle, which is why I can't test. I mean, I appreciate everyone hanging out here, though, and watching Standard play the game. Like, I didn't expect 60 people to sit here and watch it. Well, actually, hold on. Let's have a look. Where are we at? I didn't expect 80 people to sit here and watch me just talk about what I'm looking at, so... Thank you, everyone that's watching, and I hope it hasn't been too much of a bummer. But... yeah. I didn't expect it to be this much of a bummer that I couldn't play, but... I appreciate everyone hanging out and listening to my opinion. I know you don't, Sai. You're here just for me. Which is why I might turn my camera back off. Get cucked. Well, hopefully the next test chat I'll actually be able to play. Hopefully they'll make some changes and it'll be good. But that's honestly, that's as good as my opinions get, you know, like... That's all I can say because it's all I've seen. The grind is still, like, pretty much, like... The patch notes that they released kind of contradict, and I don't want to start an argument, but they say they want people to be able to watch Netflix, but they add hitboxes and make the game more interactive, and then, like, it's contradicting. Like, it doesn't actually work. Like, they can either go one way or the other, and I feel like they're trying to be both, and it's not going to work long run, but... So yeah, I think they could have got a lot more. I think they could have made a lot more. They could have got a lot more feedback if more people could play. But it is what it is. Trisp is king. Even nobody loves Trisp. Wait, is Geo nobody? Wait, is Geo nobody or Jeo nobody? Dude, legend, actual fucking legend. Wait, really? Dude, fucking legend. I fucking love nobody, man. I said this before, chat. Nobody is the only creator for AQW I watch, because it's the only content that's good. I don't watch guides or anything, so I don't actually watch any content really. I know who the creators are, but I don't really watch them. I've only watched nobody stuff. That's awesome, dude. Big up nobody, chat. Good content. But yeah, I think I'm just gonna end stream chat because sadly there's not really much else I can do. We tried talking to them. I can't get access right now, so. How do you get the Dragon Slayer class? You're using the Dragon Slayer class, no? I did the Kickstarter for AQW 3D. I supported it for years and it got nowhere. Yeah, Wayne, I supported AQW 3D as well. I'm a founder for AQW 3D and I quit it during the testing phase. Yeah, you're using the Dragon Slayer class now standards. I imagine every class is the Dragon Slayer class, basically. It just says warrior, I'm pretty sure. I guess it's because he's a mod, right? It's probably just because he's a mod. But yeah, I'm not being able to access it. is kind of restrictive on what I can say, but that's my opinion, chat. You can go with it or not go with it. Like I said, I haven't actually played the game. I don't want to be too harsh and I want to be open-minded, but that's from what I've seen. I think it's years out. I think it's generally years out from being a successful product, and if it will even last that long, personally. Other than that, AQW, we have Friday update, I think, to go over, which is buy a bunch more stuff. Give them more money. Spend your ACs and buy the summer chest. Because that's all you're getting. That's all you're getting. What a shit show, huh?